valuable. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And here we go. Check. Watch the pass.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
First down, Seattle.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Switch. Sponge.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They run, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Cross. Alert. 54, right there. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Four down. Here we go. Watch twist.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Push him back. 25. Check 52.
On second down, Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24. Switch it. Gun.
Now Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
and they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their...
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 36. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Shit. He's checking. Crash. Go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You got tight right there. Hey, 0. Hey, easy.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let him know. Under 10. 10. Bang out. Bam. 54. Mike, come on. In the face.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
54. Check. Watch 54.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 50, check 50.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal.
Watch the shot. Further. You got motion man right there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some bad Super Bowl memories certainly surfacing for the Seahawks. Another pick thrown from the 1-yard line.
If we weren't both here together, there's no way you could convince me that they did that this was going to happen again. Same spot and another interception.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 99. 81, 81. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, Alpha.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go. 180. 54. Let's go one more. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. K.J. Wright leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch the ship. Watch the guys. 4 down. 4 down. Hey, alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's into the clear. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Wentz going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Check. Watch the 4.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wentz. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 43.
They run again on first down. Cook, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, it's Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow His defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Jim.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Let's go. Hey, we got 53, Mike 53.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lion. Switch. Check the backer. Whip. Watch the whip.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I got one.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
54. Here we go. Hatchet. Rip on 7. Hey, watch that.
From the 24, Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. L.J. Collier able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. That's caught by Jackson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start the drive with Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. But that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road test now. Lambeau to take